Sorry. And I happen to know all three people who were doing the live recording. That is Agnes, Pastor Matthew, and then Pamela. So I got interested. And in fact, during the live session, I wrote to Agnes that, hey, Aggie, I'm in it. I'm in this. I'm really interested. And she said, once I come to the US in July, she would be ready to tell me more about it. So I was expecting her when I got there, but unfortunately, she couldn't make it. However, I knew Pamela. So I said, well, if I haven't seen Agnes, I can contact Pamela, because I was finding it difficult to contact her. It wasn't going through something. So I spoke to Pamela, and then I asked her a few questions. What caught my attention was the testimony Pastor Matthew was giving. And, I haven't had it easy with my blood pressure for months. So that is what got me attracted. And talking to Agnes, she told me that it helps with different issues. Blood pressure, you can be sorted in that area, and she kept telling me other things. So I got really interested. So initially, all I wanted was something to help me with my blood pressure and something else for my husband. But speaking to Pamela, she convinced me that I should just get a bundle. If I get a bundle, I'll be able to help others. I could introduce this to other people, and I could help them. Being in Ghana, they could reach out to me, and then I would also help them to have access to the health supplements. I got more interested, and I got some more briefing. I was placed on the Ripple Effects platform, and I think about 2 other platforms. And in these few weeks that I joined, I have read a lot of testimonials. As I speak, I'm expecting my bundle to arrive so that my husband and I can start taking these supplements and trust God to, see great results, positive results, as I have been reading on the different platforms. Agnes has a testimony, Pamela herself. I have listened to Cindy. I have listened to Pastor Matthew. And with what I have read and I have heard, I believe that it would help many more people. So I contacted some people, and I told them that if they can, I know it is very late here in Ghana, 10 p.m. So those who will be able, they should come and then listen. I believe this is just the first of many more meetings we are going to have. We've had previous ones, but I believe that it's going to get better as I keep calling people. When people start testifying, I believe our number is going to grow, and many more people will enjoy these great benefits that I have read about. So I'm grateful to everybody who is in here, those who, our guests who are here to enlighten us. Thank you. Thank you for the patience of waiting. We had a meeting that closed not too long ago. So the people who were on, I pleaded with them to rest a bit and come back on. So thank you all. This is my story, and I look forward to having a good time with Tranont'S. God bless you all.
God bless you too. Oh my goodness. That is simply amazing, Abena. And just for you to take this step speaks highly of you. As I said, you are not just thinking about yourself. Even though you've seen all these testimonials, you also know that if it's helping all these people, it can help you too, and it can help others that you are going to introduce to. So let me just quickly share my story, and then I will have my leaders here, Cindy and Greg, also share. So as you see, my name is Pam Menti. I joined Tranont when my friend Cindy told me about one of the products of the company. But the reason why I was interested was because with my business, it's project after project, right? So I launched a project, I could earn 5 figures. And then the next 3 months or so, I'm not doing anything. So it was feast and famine, feast and famine. And if you have kids and you have grandkids, that is not a way to live. You want an income stream that is consistent. You want an income stream that is growing, and an income stream that you can truly create a good lifestyle for yourself, to spend more time with my grandchildren, to be able to travel, right? To be able to work the hours that I want, to create my own, life, a life that I love, to work from anywhere. So I decided, after I checked the information that Cindy sent to me, I said, oh my goodness, this is incredible. This is the sugar transforming enzyme. And I knew my husband needed it. For myself, I needed it. I used it because I didn't even know that I was going through perimenopause. I had gained weight, especially around my waist. And I remember December when I started taking Transform, and it was during Christmas season. So for me to lose 5 pounds in just 10 days, that was incredible. It's like when you get to a certain age, it seems as if something took over your body, right? We could write a whole book after that, but I'm not going to go into it. So my husband and I decided to join, and when we did, we have not looked back since then. It has really helped my husband, myself. We have friends whose diagnoses have been reversed. It's just incredible what it's been able to do. Now, when I was able to get my investment back, I was like, wow. What if I can add 10, another zero to this and another zero to this? So that was what urged me to keep on doing this, because this is a business where you make money when you are helping others. Like I said, you take your eyes off of yourself and you put your eyes on the people around you. So I am really excited as a mom and a grandma and a wife that I'm in a position to create some extra income for my family. So that's what led me to Abner. We wouldn't be connected in this way if it wasn't for this opportunity. So that is my story. There's still more to it, but and we've been here for a while, so I'll hand over to Cindy to also share his story with us. Thank you so much. He is my friend for about 8 years, and I am so excited to have you here, Cindy. Please take over.
Thank you, Pamela. I am so honored and grateful to be here with you, all of you wonderful people today. And Abena, don't worry for a second about being late and all of that. It's just all in God's timing, so it's all good. Don't worry about that.
All right.
I am so glad to be here. And Pamela, you are just so amazing, and I'm so excited that you are on my team. I'm so excited that you caught the vision as I did. I will give a little bit of my story. I was actually introduced to the product back in October, and it was just the one product I was introduced to, which turns the sugar into fiber. And whenever I found out that, just got to thinking about it and thinking, how many people could we help with just that one product? Because we all know how pre-diabetes and diabetes, and I know myself, I've always struggled to take off a few pounds. And so I thought, wow, I know they've got some other products and I hear they're wonderful, because I had been in the Facebook group with all the testimonies. But I thought, even with just this one product, we could help so many people. So I was very grateful that I was introduced, and Greg was one of the people that was helping to introduce me to the product. So I am so very grateful, and I jumped on board. And I tell you, I have never seen a business opportunity that by helping other people and helping them get their health back, the company does pay you so generously. It's like having your own franchise, except not having to be on your feet and work the hours and hours that a franchise does. Our company does all the shipping for us. All we have to do is spread the word. And once we spread the word, they take care of everything else for us. And I was personally able to make almost $1,600 in my first 10 days. So whenever you get the platinum pack, which is $1,000, there's very much a path in order to get your money back. If you decide to get that pack, which there is many other packs as well, but the point being that what company could you actually start a business with an opportunity to be a multi-million-dollar business, or even if you just want to make $500 or $1,000, you can still retrieve your.
Know how to go to the website, but the website isn't working.
You still have the opportunity to retrieve and make your money back in a very short period of time because of the bonuses that this company pays. So I am so grateful that I was introduced to the company in October. And I tell you, through this company, I've met so many amazing people. The culture is wonderful. The company itself is amazing. Of course, we really can't say enough about the products and how they're changing people's lives. So just so thrilled, Abena, to have you join our team. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I tell you, between Pam and Greg, myself, we are going to help you spread the word and just help people transform their lives. So excited to have you on board, and so excited to be on your launch call for the launch of your business. And we're always here to help you. So just welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm
Thank
happy
you
to
very
help
much,
others.
Cindy. Thank you. Yeah, always refreshing to hear your story. What she failed to mention was that when she came in, she earned almost $2,000 in her first 10 days. Okay. Yeah, she just took off and helping people. And this is a business where the more you help people, the more money you make. So, well, I am excited to have Greg also join us today. Greg is also one of our leaders. He recently got a Jeep that the company is paying for.
Yep.
That is so exciting. But Greg, I will leave you to share with us, please. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you. And thank you for inviting me. I always enjoy being around good people. And so, it's always a pleasure to be part of these Zooms. So I appreciate the invite. I've been around the industry for a couple decades, and I've done worked in a lot of different capacities in the industry. And, when you tend to do things over and over again, you kind of get numb to things, and you see things and it's like, it just looks the same. It looks the same. It looks the same. And so, I wasn't really looking for anything else to do. My plate was already full. I didn't need something else to do. And so, for me to really take a look at something, it had to grab me. And, the Transform product, 50 to 90% of the sugar in your gut, turning it into fiber. That's like you get to eat the sugar and enjoy it, but you don't have to absorb it and take the health hit for it, right? So that automatically, I'm sitting there going, well, that product alone, I can build a business with. I don't need any of the other products. And so at first I was kind of shutting down the other products. I'm like, I don't need those. Rhonda was the person that got me involved. And so, I will tell you that I have every product that Tranont'S sells in my house now, because all the products are remarkable. They really, really are. I have a friend of mine that has a wellness center, and, she's looked at all the products and she's just blown away by them because of the ingredients that are in them, the quality, and more important than that is the results and the impact. And you heard some of the other ladies talk about that, but we have this ripple effect with over 140,000 people And I don't know about you all, but I shop and I look for referrals when I shop on Amazon. And when I look at that, I look to see how many people wrote any kind of comments or whatever about the product. And I have yet to find any that have 140,000 people commenting on them. So, that's a big social proof. People like to know that the product's working for other people. And so we've got a huge benefit in having the ripple effect to be able to see that it's working for other people, and people can go in there and read for themselves, like a lot of you all have done, and see that the products actually work. But that wasn't enough to get me to want to go do something. When I look at something, I need a total package. I need something that the company's right, the leadership's right, the ownership's right, the comp plan's right, the products are right. It has to check all the boxes. It has to be the right thing. And so it was really, really important to me to find a company that checked all these boxes and made me feel like it was something that was worth my time, energy, and effort. And so I love the company. The support, the people, just like you've heard from others, is phenomenal here. I have never, asked my sponsor or anybody else to do anything that they haven't, done everything they could to make that stuff happen. And so it's really a true blessing to be in a business where that if you have a question, you have an issue, you have a new person you want somebody to talk to, whatever the case might be, it's always nice to know that you've got that helping hand, and we have multiple helping hands here. And the other thing is we were out in conference back in May, and it's really important to me too to know that the owners genuinely care about the people and that they want to see you succeed. And if I get a bad vibe about an owner, I'm out. I'm not going to go mess with that company because there's too many options out there, and there's too many things to be in business with the wrong people. And so, when I was out there in May and got a chance to see them, I've been to a lot of conferences in this industry, and I've seen a lot of owners that, kind of hide backstage and they don't want to get around people. These owners were out shaking hands with people, meeting people in between sessions and stuff, and getting to know people and caring about people, and hey, where are you from, and all this kind of, like, really caring about people and getting to know people, and you don't see that very often. You see them do base camp, where once you hit a leadership, at a very low level, you hit this leadership level for a few months, and they invite you out to go to a base camp, to a cabin, and the owners and their wives are there to serve you for 3 days. You go out there, you don't lift your bags, you don't cook a meal, nothing. Like, you don't do anything. They do it all. And they're not paying people to come in to do it for you. They're actually in the kitchen cooking for you. They're servant leaders, and you don't see that very often. So you don't see this servant leadership very often in this industry. And so it's such a tremendous blessing when we have that type of ownership. And so, and then, I want to talk to you about, Pam mentioned my Jeep that I bought a couple months ago. And I love my Jeep. And I didn't think I'd like it more than I did my Lexus, but I have to admit that I do. And but the thing that's neat about that is most companies, you have to do 30,000 in volume a month or 40,000. They're really high thresholds to get to have a Jeep bonus. This company starts out Jeep bonuses really low in the ranks. I mean, we're talking like $1,500 in volume. you can get a Jeep and have a Jeep bonus. And there's two different levels. There's a 350 and there's a 500. And so the 350 starts out at that $1,500 level. And that's just unheard of in this industry. Nobody gives car bonuses away at that level. Nobody. I mean, nobody that I know of. Let me say it that way. I shouldn't say nobody because I don't know of everybody that's out there, but I've never seen it in the over 2 decades I've been in this industry. I've never seen people be able to qualify for a Jeep at such an early entry point into the compensation plan. So it's really neat. I'm looking forward to putting a graphic on my Jeep to say, hey, you know, something to the effect of, hey, would you like to drive one of these and have your company pay for it? You know, I haven't exactly nailed down exactly what I'm going to put on there, but I do usually run graphics on my cars whenever I'm building something. And so, you know, it really is about exposure and just trying to be everywhere. And just, you know, if you look at some of the leaders in the company, you know, you can't hardly turn on Facebook without seeing them, without, you know, seeing them, you know, doing reels and posts and lives and all that kind of stuff. And so, there's a lot of tremendous leaders here that will help you. If you have any questions, if you have any struggles, if you want to know how to do something, you know, I have a belief that if somebody in my organization needs help with something and I don't help them, I don't deserve the check that I get. So you'll never hear me. I may have to adjust my schedule and figure out when it works, but you'll not hear me say no about doing something. So so I'm here to help in any way that I can. And there's a lot of leaders on this call, on this Zoom, that will do that as well as others that are in our upline. So if we can help you out in any way, but if you're here and you have not joined or tried these products, I at least encourage you to get on the products and see what they do. You will be impressed. I take supplements, like I take a car payment's worth of supplements every month. And so when I first got started, I started switching over my supplements because I'm like, I'm in business. Why would I buy my supplements from somebody else and compete with my own business, right? So I noticed a tremendous difference when I started switching my supplements and going off the other supplements. And that's almost unheard of, to get a measurable and significant result when you're already taking a supplement to take another one. And that just speaks to the quality of the products that we have here. So I appreciate you all inviting me here, and I'm going to turn it back over to Pam. But I'm just thrilled to be working with any of and all of you. And if there's anything we can do, just let us know. I appreciate it. Thanks, Pam.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Greg, for coming in to share your story and also to share, you know, the benefits that we have with the products and the company as well. I sent you a text message. It says, drive a Jeep, my company will pay for you. Okay, so maybe you can work around those and put it on your Jeep. Okay. Something that will catch other people's eyes. Drive a Jeep, my company will pay it for you. I thank you so much. I think I get too excited. Well,
I was muted. I was sorry. I was trying to say something here real quick, but you know, yeah, I always try to use the word free because that catches everybody's attention. It doesn't matter what it is. You could say free bubble gum or whatever, and you know, they're going, free what? So but yeah, I appreciate that. So anyway, I'll let you have the floor. Thanks, Pam.
Sure, thank you. So next, I would love to have you, Lydia, also share, you know, the experience that you have had with the products as well. Okay. So thank you all for hanging in here with us. But we have a beautiful Lydia here coming to share her experience. So Lydia, you have the floor.
Okay, thanks, Ms. Pam. I was introduced to the product May, and Prior to that, I was skeptical. You know, I, by Auntie Agnes, she started posting some things on WhatsApp, sending me things. I'm like, I'm not going to look at it. You know that the way that you see something is like you've not seen it. Yeah, that was how I was behaving. Then later, later on, she told me about the product personally, and I said, I'm not really sure. But um, prior to that, I was going through a lot of stress with work. I will work. I work from home. Even though I'm working from home, I prefer doing all my cooking myself. I hardly want to buy things outside. So adding the cooking with the kids running around and all that, I was always tired. And my kids are like, as for you, mom, you don't like playing with us. So I felt very, because at the end of the day, I just don't want to talk to anyone. I'm so tired. So when Miss Agnes introduced the thing, I was skeptical though, but I said, oh, let me join the live, the Zoom call. No, they did a WhatsApp call first. And they talked about the product that changes, gives you much energy. I said, I need that energy. Then she said there's another product within which changes sugar into fiber. I'm like, wow. And you tend to lose some weight. And after birth, I realized that I have so much baby fat that I need to shed off. I remember sending one of my pictures to Miss Agnes, and she was like, was that how you looked? And I'm like, yeah. And this is how far giving birth has brought me. So I always tell myself that it didn't take me a year or two to get to this stage. But I realized that when I took a step of it, I got the platinum. I got the platinum for my husband as well, because we shared it and we realized that it was going that quick. So I wanted him to reorder so that we don't break the pattern. But the first 10 days on the daily health system, which was made up of the transform and the activate, I realized that I had lost 8 pounds. And within like less than 13 days down, I had lost 10 pounds. And I'm like, whoa, hold on.
Wow.
I've never been on a product that is that quick. So I started calling my friends around. They know I always want to lose that weight. I call them and they are like, Lydia, since you have lost this, I am in. So I introduced one of my friends. She took it. Now she told me she's lost 15 pounds already. And the mom is 80 or a little over 80 years. And the husband died last year. So she couldn't, after the husband died, they've been together for over 70 years. So she couldn't sleep. She didn't feel too good. But the daughter also introduced the daily health system to her. And now she said for the first time in over a year, she now has good sleep. And she's also started losing some weight. So everyone that I've introduced the product to, they are excited. Nobody has come back with any negative feedback or anything like that. But I also, before I even introduce it, I always tell them it's a step-by-step process. It didn't take you a day overnight to get to where you are. So once you start taking the product, it's also a process. You might not get, some people get the results within the first week of us introducing the product to them. Some like a month or two, but that doesn't mean if you don't get yours within a week, it means the thing is not working, it's not effective. Because others have their own metabolism and especially with the kind of food we eat, I think it would take some time for your system to get used to the product and you see the effect. So I hope everyone on on this Zoom call as excited as I am, and we'll still be connecting more because we'll be having such eventful meetings. And I'm proud that I was invited on the call as well. Thank you, Ms. Pam.
Thank you. Thank you, Lydia. Wow, your results were incredible. You know, in 8 days and then in 13 days, you know, you lost all this weight.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And one thing, there's also another product called the Glow. You know, I was losing my hair. Now you could see that even the front is all full, and I have such long hair. Agnes has met me. We've gone to Germany, we went to Canada, and she's like, "Are you putting on a weave?" I said, "No, that's my natural hair." So she literally had to shove her hair into my hair to see whether I'm putting on any extension. I'm like, no. So, and I realized that my nails, I don't know whether it's within 3 days, I'm like, I'm having long nails. Now my nails are even stronger. And I'm like, oh, the product is really working. So if you stick to it, I think it will make you proud. You will be proud of yourself and you will not regret. You will never regret joining.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in to share. I really, really appreciate you, Lydia.
You're welcome.
So next we have Matthew. We have the man of God coming to share. He also has an incredible testimonials and story to share with us. So over to you.
Yes, Pam, thank you very, very much. And Ma'am Lydia, thank you for your testimony. That was a very powerful one. I remember when we started this journey. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I know.
We've come a long way. We've come a long way.
Exactly. Yeah. And we are going further.
As Lydia said, you know, it's been a journey. You know, it's been a journey, and as usual, when something new is introduced to you, you're always in your comfort zone. You know, trying to see if it is genuine, legit. And me and my family and Sister Pam's family, we've known each other for close to 10 years. They live in Orlando. We live in a village which is not yet identified on the map of America, but we still talk. You know, once we get to Orlando, we try to connect Mante family. Yeah, and you know, I overheard them talking, Agnes and Sister Pam talking about products. And seriously unknowing to my wife, I was having some health challenges. You know, I was getting close to being diabetic. I was pre-diabetic, and I was having issues with my weight. Tiredness, you come back from work, you are so tired. You don't have quality time with the kids. You are always in bed sleeping just to recover and go to work the next day. So Agnes, after a week, Agnes talked to me about this product. So unknowing, as I said, unknowing to Agnes, I didn't tell Agnes about what I was going through. But we bought the first product that was Transform, a product that converts sugar and glucose into fiber. I said, okay. But to be honest with you, I was doing it just to please Agnes because the pressure coming was just too much. You know, along the line, she got to know what I was going through. She went to the restroom. So that when I go to the restroom I pee, I quickly have to flash it. Because if I leave some residue and she sees some funny stuff, she'll be asking questions. So one of the mistakes I did, she saw it and I told her the truth that, hey, I'm going through this health challenges. So I started Transform. Yeah, by then the Activate had not come on the market yet. So I was with the Transform. And one of the first things that I noticed was my energy levels had really, really shot up. My energy level, I come back from work. Normally when I come back from work, I take the kids to school, then straight to bed. I come back, I do what I have to do some work around the house before I pick the kids up again. And it continued for a week. I wasn't paying attention to it. So one day I happened to go to Publix. Publix had a big scale, a giant scale. So I said, okay, let me go check on my weight. The last time I checked was 288. I got on that scale and Oh man, to the glory of God, it came down to 274. That was when I said, okay, this is the thing. This is the thing. Let me focus on it. So I focus on it, taking it 30 to 1 hour before I take my meal. I was also taking the zest when I'm going to work. I have my own water, mix it with the zest powder. I'm off to work. And I also decided to, and I'm the type, I love eating rice. You can give me rice, breakfast, lunch, dinner, I will not reject it. So, so I decided to, add some personal lifestyles to change some lifestyle. I cut down on carbohydrates. And I was just dropping in weight, just like mangoes dropping from the tree in a ripe mango. From 274, I came to 263. 263, I came to 251. So it became so visible. You go to work and everybody say, "Hey, Putaki, what's up with you? Man, you've changed." They asking you questions. They see the evidence. They see the evidence. I say, "Hey, man, I'm on this product, blah, blah, blah." And I have some friends who are on Ozempic. And sometimes you literally see them injecting it in their half of their stomach. And I say, "Hey, man, you got to, there are side effects to Ozempic. So why don't you switch to this?" So seriously, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. So the symptoms that I used to see when I use the restroom, all gone. My blood pressure, oh my goodness, that was a major challenge. It was a major challenge. It has stabilized. The only time I see it going up is when I go into relapse or when I see myself, trying to play around a little bit and not get on the product seriously. But when I get on it, it stabilizes. And so far, I would say it's so very good. As I speak to you now, I'm drinking my zest. I have it here. And everything about my home now, I've changed everything, every supplement to the Tranont'S family supplements. I have everything, even with the toothpaste. The paste, I don't use what's on the market. I use Tranont'S, and it's been good. It's been good. My wife had an appointment for a surgery, and before God and man, Glow came to the rescue. She was supposed to go to, is it Canada? No, not Canada. Switzerland. Once she comes back from Switzerland, she was supposed to go for a surgery. And after talking to Sister Pam, she decided to buy one of the Glow and take it along. By the time she got back from Switzerland, everything has stabilized. Her system, what she was struggling with, everything has stabilized, and she feels very, very good. So that's a little I have to say, but I'll tell you, it is very, very good. And people, it is evident when they see the evidence in us, the evidence shows that, hey, this is working. You don't have to talk too much. They themselves will be coming. I've been able to sell a lot of the products to my co-workers, and they are happy with it. So, Sister Abena, so far, say so good. Thank you very much.
Wow,
Thank you. I'm very grateful.
I'm on zest right now.
You're on zest, right? You want the energy.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get my own products.
Yeah.
Agnes promised me I'll get it before today, but I'm hoping.
Yeah. I think the people she give the product to in Germany, they've also left heading home, so they should be in Ghana by now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you. So we
Thank
have some
you.
incredible testimonials, you all, and we have a group of over 145,000 people with tons and tons of testimonials. So you guys can see such impactful, what impactful products we have. So this is the Glow. All right, this is the Glow. This is the strawberry banana flavor Glow. So this right here is really good for, as Lydia said, your hair, your nails, your skin. You actually see a difference in your skin in about 2 weeks and in your hair in about 4 weeks. And this is also good for inflammation. So people who have joint pains, right? And you have, inflammation where you have water retention in your body. I mean, this thing is making so much of a difference in people's health. Some take it for just the hair, nails, and skin, but it goes way beyond that. And everybody was talking about the transform and activate. Here you go. This is the set. Let me go back a little so you can see. There you go. And the box, I think I had it on. Let me see if I can change the blur so you can see it well. So this is it. It's in a really beautiful packaging. Comes in this box. And the transform, which is a smaller one, is the capsule you take before you eat, and the activate is powder, which you mix in water. And some of the benefits of the daily health system, which is the transform and activate, is the activate helps with blood pressure, waist circumference. If you want to get snatched, like they say it, right? You don't need one of those waist.
Sorry, Pamela, can you go back a bit? I think I put the spotlight on Sofopotaki, so.
Okay. All right, sure. Let me know when to go.
Oh, please go ahead.
Okay, so this is the activate and this is the transform. And it comes in a really, really nice packaging, as you can see right here.
Okay.
Really, really, really nice. You see, transform. It's really beautiful. And then it has this insert in there as well. It tells you, how to take it. It gives you information and education on metabolic health. And there are 5 indicators of metabolic health. So the activate will help you with your blood pressure, your waist circumference. As I said, if you want to get snatched, right? Those of us who are struggling with our belly fat, this thing will get you snatched up in no time. Your blood sugar, cholesterol, and triglycerides, that had to do with your heart health. So those who have heart issues, I've had people ask me, do you have stuff for fibroids? And do you have things for this and that? We have it all. You will find a product. We have over 18 products. In the line of the company. We have something that will help you at your cellular level, be able to take pain away. We have the CBD drop, which is water soluble. So for those who go through intense pain, the CBD drops are really, really good. We have stuff for children, who can't focus, children with ADD, ADHD, even for adults. We have the focus, and also the CBD drops helps with that. So if you have anything going on with yourself, a family member, I know how it is. When we have people who are sick and we are burdened about it, we go to bed thinking about it, we wake up thinking about it, we have help here for you. So those who are on here, I think most of us probably are in Ghana. So, if you know people in Ghana, you know people in the US, in Belgium, Netherlands, UK, Canada, Luxembourg, and we are about to open in Australia. If you know people in all these countries, you can help them. So if you do, let Abena know, and we will give you the information that you need. But I am so excited. Right now, I'm going to open the floor. If anybody has any questions, thank you all so much for your time. I know it took a while for everybody to jump on, but I thank you all, Greg, Cindy, Matthew, who came, Lydia, from the very beginning. I so appreciate you. So Abena, I will let you have it. If anybody has a question, you can let us know before we close.
Okay. Please, if anybody has a question, kindly ask. I know that it's quite late over here, and for our resource persons, they were here very early, and so we can't keep them waiting much. I want to say thank you. Has Grace left? I think Grace in 3 has left. Margaret, Josephine. Any questions?
Yeah, good evening, Pastor Abena and Pam. And unfortunately, I just joined, so I missed a whole lot. But I appreciate if the recording can be shared. It sounds like
I
a very
will.
interesting
I will share it.
that to get. Yeah. So thank you very much for the opportunity to be part of this. Thank you.
When was the last time you saw Pamela?
I can't remember.